Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Max Fried gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Now to the plate, Cole Roederer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
No one out now.
Here's the pitch.
Hey!
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey!
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. To first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now at the plate, Nick Solak, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Second baseman.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That's a hit, the first of the year for the Cubbies. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on one swing.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Squared that one up just a little late. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are 2 gone now.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked them up completely with that one.
Batting 4.
Here's Chris Bryant
third
now,
baseman.
as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bryant is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Cubs strand 1. We are still scoreless. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras.
For the Cubs,
First pitch on its way.
Wilson. Contreras. Nobody down here.
The windup and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Here now the 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So stepping in, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll get to take his first cuts
The
here.
left fielder.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Gurriel.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. 2-1.
That's inside.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what.
A reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch.
Nope,
and that misses. 2-1.
Hey, 2 down here.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. One left for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score.
Batting 9. The pitcher.
And now it's the Pirates pitcher, number 16, ready to get his day at the plate started right here.
1-0.
Ball 1. Jan gets his lead at first, nobody out. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, this is what really can frustrate you when you're on the mound. You're facing a pitcher that really doesn't offer much as far as being able to hit, and you fall behind 2-0. It just feels like you're wasting pitches.
The count now at 2-1.
Hey, square one up. One time. Hey, let her fly. Let her fly.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Let her rip right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. On to first. So they let the pitcher swing away here, and it turns into a double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Max Fried. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Ramirez has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. So coming to the plate, Cole Roederer. The pitch.
The right fielder. Cole Roederer.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
At the plate now, Nick Solak.
Second base.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field.
I got it.
Ramirez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So 2 are gone now in the Cubs' half of the third, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Wilson Contreras will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Strike taken to throw. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Hey, come on now.
Now here's the pitch.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have the knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Gabriel Arias will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes.
You go. Mine.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on 2 base hits. Next to hit will be the pitcher, number 16. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
There we go.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No, inside.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates.
Ball.
Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Hey, see it, drive it.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
3-1 the count now. Three and 2 full count. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Jake Fraley, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just...
Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it.
The shortstop, Freudis Nova.
Hey, get your pitch up there and do something with it.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Alfonso Rivas. Pitch on the way.
Rivas.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
That's ball
That
two.
misses, and we're even at 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Full count now, 3-2.
No outs here.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Now batting, Max Fried. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a high strike there, 0-1. No runs, 5 hits. 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout. And with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Cole Roederer is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Hey, get him yourself right here. Let's go.
Bounce towards the second baseman. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit. And stepping in, Nick Solak. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The second
First pitch coming, here it is. Lifted in the air to center. Fraley has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
1 down. 1 down.
Nope.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Here comes the first pitch. Chris Bryant is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Now here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
Number 40.
Nope.
Wilson Contreras is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Jan is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Digging in and looking for more, number 16. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1.
Drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, your pitch right now.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
safe right here. Let's go.
The 1-2. Misses for the
Ready to
second
count. 2 and
ball.
2.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Digging in, Lourdes Gurriel. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Hit softly on the ground to first. Reined in to second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Digging in to try it again, Alfonso Rivas. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Sliders strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
High in the air out towards shallow right.
Take it.
Got it.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Cole Roederer. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
1-1 to count. Now here's the pitch. Ripped down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
Relay. Cut hold. No runner.
And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was... Yeah, this game was decided in the 8th. That was a huge offensive fireworks coming into the 8th inning. And when the other guys put up a big inning like that against you late in the game, it's really tough to make any kind of a comeback.
6-0 the final shutout score today.